break.
Welcome back.
Damn it, my phone broke.
Oh god, my entire livelihood. With one crack.
Kyle has like a crack on his phone, and so I thought he
Yeah.
had bumped it into the table, and so I thought he had cracked the phone. He's like, oh no, it was from before. Like,
Yeah.
oh, like thank God, because I thought you literally went and it just broke.
It's from my fleshlight adapter.
Can that connect to a phone?
Oh, of course, yeah.
I've never had one.
No, I don't. I mean, I don't know why I would. To charge it, maybe, so it will vibrate. or
Yeah, I don't. Who needs a fleshlight when you have,
Yeah.
you know, actual, like a real woman?
Yeah, who needs a fleshlight when you have Ziploc bags, sour cream, little lube, little lube, red Solo cup? You can make your own fleshlight.
Buy one.
One of those pool noodles.
Yeah, you don't need Brandy Love's freaking makeshift fleshlight. You can go and fuck yourself.
Especially if someone were to look under your bed and see a homemade vagina, or like they'd be like, oh, you know, nothing out of the ordinary there. But if they were to actually see like a silicone vagina under your bed, disguised as a flashlight, they're like, I wonder what that is.
Yeah, it's let's see, is it pocket puss? Yeah,
Mhm.
nailed it.
Yeah. Ooh. Oh God.
Anyway, were you saying I should
Oh,
finish?
we should, because 2 episodes ago we were discussing our stupid ass health teacher,
Oh yeah.
and so we were gonna look up because we were kind of going through all the different like
I never found a picture of him.
health teachers. So was he fired then?
I assume he left. Or
Or
fired,
fired.
yeah.
Well, I know he was almost fired, dude.
Really?
Oh, he was almost fired several times for major sexual harassment
Really?
because he would touch the girls all the time.
Good lord.
Yeah, he was a stupid scumbag,
Yeah.
and he would just
I
do
mean,
whatever he pleased.
We got past the D's, like in the names. Like these are all the last names.
Oh, I guess that's true. It doesn't go in order of like.
In fact,
teaching?
I wonder we
Like-
should just find the new health teacher, just to be sure.
I guess that's true.
Oh yeah, there's some people we didn't get to.
Yeah, we didn't get to them because there are some gems too, of certain people that are.
I mean,
yeah,
we got stuck on him.
Yeah, we got stuck on him for a whole episode because
It's a beautiful
God,
science.
I don't think I ever told you either. But there was an assignment in which we had to make basically a how-to, like step for step. He's like, well, when you're making a science experiment, you need to, you know, step for step exactly. And so it's like, you are all gonna write how to make a PB&J sandwich, step by step. And so we're just, and because people are just like, step 1, get the bread. Step 2.
Oh, and he did this stupid joke where he's like, "Oh, got the bread."
And he's like, oh, got the bread. And he's like, put the peanut butter on the thing. It's like, smear peanut butter and jelly on there. On what? I'm like, for the love of God, you know how to make a PB&J sandwich, sir.
Oh yeah, because he told you, he's like, I bet no one can give me instructions to make it, and I'll come out with a real one. And my friend actually did. Like,
Oh, I did it too.
it made her incredibly difficult because my friend spent forever like detailing everything exactly.
Mm-hmm.
I would say this dude's name because I'm pretty sure you know him. Very smart person, but he did it, and
Just say his name, I'll censor it.
oh
Oh, okay, yeah.
He would also help me with the hair comic. He was one of the hair comics.
The murder comics?
Yeah, the murder comics. What's up?
Oh, Kyle's roommate just came home from church.
From church.
Some asshole just walked in. I don't know who the fuck he is.
He thinks he lives there. And
Kayden's dead, so.
but yeah,
Not dead.
he
Now I'm dead.
he like really did it. He wrote it out perfectly, and Mr. What's his name?
Yeah.
Had a very hard time like not
Like finding
finding a
faults
way
in
to
it.
have a fault with it
Yeah,
because he got very close to making it. And he was like, "Meh." He's all pissed about it because he wanted to be like, oh, no one can do it. It was the funniest thing on the planet. But anyway, yeah, I remember the assignment where he told us that we were supposed to write a report, but we are required to just copy and paste from Wikipedia and turn it in.
Really? So he
He
went
said he
against
wanted us-
all logic of any teacher ever.
Yeah, well, he's like, I don't want you. He's like, I want you guys to do a report on one of the elements from the periodic table. and I want you to just copy and paste information. I don't want anything written. So we were like, okay. So we all like printed off a picture of our element, and then printed off a few pages from Wikipedia, and stapled it to it, and he hung them all up and gave us all A's.
What a dumb assignment.
That's
Yeah.
the easiest day ever.
I know. I was like, all right. That was the easiest report I've ever done. I almost drew a hair comic on it, but I didn't.
He would have given you a B.
Yeah, I know. Well, he may have given me an A+ because he loved those comics. I
Did
know.
Did he legitimately love them?
I
Did he ever
assume
say
so.
or?
He smiled once when he looked at one. Dude, they were funny as shit. I remember another. I think the one he liked was where Hare has to babysit his little brother. And his little brother wrongs
Because it had to do with a kid
And
getting murdered.
Yeah, oh yeah, and his little brother wrongs him, and he leaves him in the house with a bunch of TNT, and then goes and blows the fucking house up.
I just imagine.
It's the funniest comics, dude. They look. I could redraw him very well, and he'd look just as funny. He's one of those rabbits that are just as tall as he is round. Like he has a spherical bunny. Like his body was always drawn with like two very round sides. He's the funniest looking rabbit on the planet. I think I have a picture of him on my phone. Actually. Oh, I love him. He's my favorite character. It's the funniest character. And so many comics. Our other friend, he maybe drew the funniest ones because they were the least quality. Like he drew Hare the shittiest. And so it looked like a child had drawn them. And they were like way less context. Like mine and my other friends, we like put a little more effort into like explaining the situation.
Like
But
setting up the
his
joke.
was the doctor one, where it's just stick man doctor, Hare. Doctor gives him a shot, Hare murders him with a giant needle. Oh my god, dude.
Stickman doctor. What did he have? Like it was a stick and then like the little disc on the head to indicate that he was a doctor.
I think he drew a stethoscope around his fucking neck. Oh my god, it was so funny.
Oh man.
So goddamn funny.
Yeah, you're gonna have to go all the way back to like 2014 for that shit.
Oh,
All the way back to when the Ebola scare was a thing.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I remembered that. Because I was in that class when everybody was like, oh, Ebola! Yeah. Different times we were in.
I know. Oh yeah. It's up here.
Really?
This is a high def. Like this is the one I spent to make him look perfect. I was like, this is what he should look like. But then it was funnier when that our friend drew him.
Oh, it was him? Wait,
Yeah,
was he
the
the one that drew it
baseball
shitty?
Yeah.
Okay, no, I know him because I went to elementary school with him.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
I love him. He's such a homie. It was him. Yeah, you can censor these names. And then
Okay, yeah, that's. Oh my gosh.
and
that's
we
perfect.
drew these comics.
Oh,
The funniest
my
goddamn
God.
comics on the planet.
Oh, God. Please send me that.
I will.
So you can put it in the
You
goddamn
can see
episode.
in the background what this is drawn on. It's a fucking exam.
Oh my God. Please send me that.
Yeah.
Ken,
for one sec.
here's the thing: is that the first time you draw this fucker, he's winning, or he had lost the tortoise and the hare race. Can he even run?
I love how I also took these pictures. I took these and then this.
It just slowly zoomed in.
He's just this demon bunny. It's so, but yeah, the first time I drew him was him losing the tortoise race and him just murdering the tortoise. And our teacher was like, oh, this is great. It was so funny.
Oh my God.
Yeah, drew him real shitty and it was so funny looking. Oh my god.
As tall as he is wide.
I know. Well, this is like generous hair. This is like the skinniest he got. Because most times it would be very full circle
I was
hair.
gonna say, I was like,
This is fat ass rabbit.
He's expected him
Yeah.
to be a little bit heftier.
And our decision on the lore was that it was before because obviously my comic was the last thing he ever did because he dies in it. But so
That's
all
true,
of our
like,
comics
yeah,
were
yeah,
before
were
this
before.
took place, where he was a little fatter, not so
So
good.
he was just a spiteful rabbit.
Yeah, and the funniest thing also to us was that, like, imagine this thing racing against a tortoise. Like, sure, the tortoise.
Well,
is
the
gonna
tortoise
lose,
is gonna be slow.
but this fucker's not going fast.
That's why when he took a. That's why he took.
Just bumbling down the road. And for fuck's sake, of course he's taking a goddamn nap. Because 5 meters in, the hair is like, yeah. His weight's like flipping behind him. No wonder he's not running fast.
Yeah, and then.
Alright, I'll send this to you.
Oh my god, that's so good. Do you know what I'm gonna do actually for this episode? I'm gonna have Eden recreate him and create like a little animation of him like running, like
Oh, yeah.
and then stop, get tired, and then
Yeah.
oh, did you beat the boss game?
I think.
That'd be so funny if he barely was beating the tortoise anyway. Like the whole time the tortoise is actually right behind him and then he takes a short ass nap. Or a nap he thinks he can take. And the tortoise beats him by like 3 hours. And he wakes
It's
up
like,
and he's
but
like,
you're done?
yeah.
Well, because in the lore, in like the Aesop fable,
Yeah.
like he sees him at the finish line, fucking races towards it, and then he gets like a foot over,
Yeah.
and then he's like, "Oh God, I lost the race," and but oh my gosh, that's so funny. That is so funny.
Oh, there you go.
Oh man.
Well, this picture's just great because yeah, it's got the whole exam in the back. I drew this on a fucking exam of mine. As you should. As I did in that class, always. On all homework, there was a hair comic. And our teacher was just called them murder comics. Because murder was always in all, like, the punchline was always death for whoever wronged a hair.
Right, but did you like switch it up, like the format in terms of like it sets up a little bit to the point where like he's not murdering anybody yet, but like the wrong gets built up to a point, and then finally he's just like,
where he loses his shit.
Yeah.
I think at one point we drew one where he gets wronged and nothing happens, and then in the next comic, he gets back at him and this other character. So you have to like kind of know.
You have to know
the lore a little. Yeah.
Oh, excuse you, Kayden.
Yeah.
It's the only word he said this whole episode.
Yeah.
So we're trying to fight the boss majority of the episode.
So was the teacher the only person who would ever read them? Like, did he know his lore going in?
No, I hope so.
Yeah.
And I assume like creating those things must have been miserable. I guarantee he looked forward to grading
murder comics.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm
I
sure.
would have.
Oh yeah,
Like,
I'm sure.
He has to grade the same packet every day, like thousands of packets. Because he
Right,
teaches
'cause he
one
had-
class, and
right.
it's his class. So he has just all the students in it grading all their packets. Only 3 of those packets were anything of interest. They were full of good stuff.
Yeah, and I'm
Good
sure,
material.
and he hated children, and so
Yeah. Oh, and there's murder all through 'em,
yeah, and he
so-
was like, "Oh, this gives me hope for the future
Yeah.
of humanity."
I just feel sad because I know I'll never get a lot of those back, and I wish I could put them in a book. Of hair
Oh God,
comics.
I know. I wish you could just recreate all of them.
Because I mean, yeah, we can make more, but like it wouldn't be as I want them from an 8th grader mind. You know?
An 8th grader pencil.
Yeah. Oh, I want them from our good friend's rendition of hair.
Yeah.
Shitty, giant blueberry-sized hair. With just the lowest of quality Because I think he would just draw a big circle and then a head circle and then 2 big ears and big angry eyes, and that was about all. He drew like little paws, but that was hair. And he would draw like big long like stick fingers, like these talons. His hair was terrifying as hell. Mine was
He had
pretty.
talons?
His did.
He's a goddamn rabbit.
I know. His had like 5 stick finger nails. I was like, good lord. Mine was like at least a modest hair. Like,
Oh man.
it was so funny. Oh, I loved those comics. I think we did draw one on. I think my friend and I did draw one on on that math teacher in that math teacher's class, and she
Oh.
immediately was like, "What the hell is this?" And
Oh,
we were
I'm
like,
sure.
"This is art."
I'm sure she was.
And then we were like,
Because she doesn't appreciate true artistry.
No, like our good science teacher.
I know, the science teacher is a homie.
Yeah.
And please come onto the show.
Oh my god, I hope so.
I would die
I'd bust a fat one
if we got any of our old.
get him to play Pajama Sam.
Try to stay behind me.
Where are all the socks?
Yeah, he'd be like, "What the hell is Pajama doing?"
I just wish he was like getting emotionally invested into
Yeah.
it. He's just like, well, they just stole his stuff. I'm like, yes, that's the point.
Yeah.
That tree's really sorry he lost his things.
Yeah. Alright, wait, let me see. Oh yeah. Oh, these are good.
I was gonna say the best way that he could emotionally get involved, which is a slight eyebrow raise and a big old hearty half
Oh.
smile. I mean a
Man.
full smile.
These pictures are from forever ago.
Oh, sure.
This is the toy we found at the chapel.
Fuck is that?
We found this in the chapel.
That is.
At church.
At church, yeah. Or it was on the table in one of the church rooms.
That's
I think a baby was having too much fun with that.
Yeah, I was like, oh my god. This is a baby toy?
Yeah.
They have to know
No.
what they've done.
That's not a baby toy.
That's
I won't believe
that's the
it.
mom's toy. That the baby
Yeah.
disguised.
So like the
and
monkey
vibrators
monkey
for
knows.
teenagers.
Yeah.
It is a button.
I
That
think
turns it
also
on.
nearby is. Where's. Yeah, these are old shit.
You're gonna have to send me that one too for
Yeah.
context's sake.
Oh, this is the bike? Look at that. Sit down on that fucker.
Mm. It's like the It's Always Sunny bike.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
a big old
It's
fist.
the dildo, yeah. Good lord, this is a long time ago.
I can't imagine
What year was this?
destroying a whole
Oh.
20. It says it right there, right? 2015.
Yeah, this is June
So
2015.
5 years ago. Wow.
This is summer 2015.
Jesus.
So yeah, it was before 2015 that we were drawing hair, because it was 2014.
Right.
This is as far back as me having a smartphone goes.
Locked up tight.
I mean, this knows it's from 2002, but that's...
Does this mean it's in the
This is,
water?
this is a video of me as a child dancing during VeggieTales.
Who wasn't?
Who wasn't dancing to VeggieTales as a child?
No one.
Is that your same house?
No.
Oh, okay.
I mean, when I was a kid, I didn't move into that house until I was in 4th grade.
That's a power generator.
Because
So-
you weren't born in Utah, right?
No, I was born in Seattle.
Wow.
I was born in Seattle because my dad went to school.
Well, I mean, at this point, granted, like the recordings go, we're already in fucking Seattle in Last of Us, but
Oh, yeah.
we haven't because this is a new recording session to record these all in succession. We haven't played Last of Us yet, in which so yeah, we're going to Seattle, baby.
Oh, nice. But yeah, I lived there for a year, maybe a year or 2 years, and then I lived in Minnesota for like 5 years,
Oh, that's right.
and then
I was gonna say because I had a friend who also moved in around 4th grade. He's one of my best friends. He was born here in Utah, and then his family, of all places, moved to Hawaii, and then they
Oh.
decided to move back to goddamn Utah.
ugh, because Hawaii's expensive as hell.
I'm sure it is, yeah.
It's way more
And
expensive.
it just
than
made
Utah.
me laugh because anytime he'd tell me about Hawaii, he'd be like, it's better than this place. I'm like, oh, you're a beautiful man. I miss him. I miss him a lot, actually. I wish I could see him and talk to him again.
These videos.
Uh,
Oh my god, this is the bit. Okay, so we used to take videos of. I don't know if I can put this in. I want to show you guys this though. It's a video. So we would all ride the school bus home,
right.
and we were just top tier individuals. We would not eat all of our lunch, and we would take all of these items of lunch, and as soon as we got out of the bus, we would put all these things right in front of the wheels of the bus. Like, mostly like milk cartons, all sorts of shit. We started doing this. It was me and my few other friends, and everyone on the bus started getting in on this fun. So they all brought shit, and we all just lined them all up under the wheels, and the bus driver bitch had no idea. She just... And we would watch just all this stuff explode. It was awesome. And we like filmed it.
She had no
Yeah.
idea.
I think in one of these I'm like, oh, goodbye, banana. And we're just like, oh, like freaking out. Like it's the craziest shit. was so funny. 'Cause there were 2 videos. I don't know if I have both. I assume I should.
See, it's stories like these that you tell that make me realize, God, like, I didn't do anything during junior high and high school because I wasn't like, I was far from goody two shoes, but like I did not enjoy going to school.
Oh yeah, it was a lot of mayo packets. Because what we would do is we
Oh.
would cream this mayo.
Oh,
which
you'd
means-
make it like semen?
Yeah, it looked dead at exactly like semen. If all you had to
Yeah,
do.
no, you told me that during high school. You're just like, oh, you just keep rubbing this shit.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the shit we figured out in school.
The
Yeah.
things you learned.
Yeah. Oh, we would spend all day taking the mayo and just back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And after a while, that packet would get real warm, real smooth, and then inside you could feel it. And if you like held your finger down to like almost trap it and then squeeze it through that, it would go. You'll make that sound, and you're like, "That's the goddamn sound you want, guys." And we would make multiple.
It was an
mayos,
art form. It
and
was
we
a
would throw him in
process.
fucking locker. I mean, we have to censor that. But we'd throw him in his goddamn locker.
Oh, wait, what? Who did you say? Oh, okay, yeah, we're gonna have to censor that.
Yeah, we were good friends with him too, and he would do it with us. And we would always throw him in his locker, and you'd find like 8 creamed mayos in his locker. He's like, "I don't want your semen." And so we would then put him under the bus, so we would jizz. Like the bus's wheels would all jizz simultaneously. It was a fucking madhouse. It was the greatest thing we've ever done. And we'd always do it when he came home to hang with us after school. It was so funny. Oh my god, yeah, I remember this.
Is this a banana or is it, what is this
This is
one?
the first one we did. This one has a ton of shit under it. In the video, you can hear me just laughing. I mean, I could probably play the video. I mean,
Yeah, no, just play with it, yeah.
What
There
is
it
it?
is!
Oh. It's like little freaking
Little child.
high kids.
Kyle's laughing. You're welcome.
Oh, goodness.
Oh, you have to censor that name.
Yeah, look at that. Look at old junior high Kyle.
Oh,
Good lord. Yeah, I think. Oh, fuck.
that's fine.
So hard to remember this rule. The only Eagles fan I've ever met, by the way, Kayden.
The only actual Eagles
He's an
fan.
actual Eagles fan.
I don't know
He
why.
asked us to film it when we did it. So I did.
Ah.
And that's why I said this.
Like his name.
That's why I was like, oh yeah, you're welcome. Because he wanted us to film it. And so then we showed it to him. Where's the banana one? That's even better.
Oh, you were on it.
Yeah, I don't know how I got back in the old one.
Oh, man. How did, like, you were all in the street, so how did she not, like, realize that
And
you
we
were
were
all in goddamn
Running
English
around the
City?
bus
Yeah.
to put stuff under.
Well, and then after she drove off, literally looking at the
Yeah,
spot
looking
where
in
she
the
just,
review
yeah.
and seeing a bunch of kids still there.
in the street.
She just didn't give a shit. Just drive away.
No.
Dude, I don't blame those bus drivers though. They lose it after a while.
Eden had a bus driver. I can't remember what his name was, but there was a bus driver who literally every day to school would just talk in the intercom about how shitty his life was and how he like divorced his wife and he hates his kids and all this stuff and he fucking miserable dude.
That's
And
hilarious.
everybody thought he was just a goddamn savage.
No way.
And so then one day he dies, and he would always tell everybody on the bus like, shut, like I think full on just shut the fuck up, like
No way.
he would yell at, yeah, and then he would, like everybody on the bus would have to be quiet, but they of course wouldn't because they're fucking junior high kids.
Of course.
So he died. That next year he died, and so everybody on the bus was silent in honor of him.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they were like, it's like, oh, this is for. You don't have to tell me what his name is because, like, well, this is for you, man. This is for you. Yeah. So.
All right, here's this other one.
This one's for you.
little Kyle voice. Goodbye, Mayo and banana. Goodbye, Mayo and banana. If they hear that again.
I know, so high, the voice. With the funniest shit to us. Oh my goodness.
Well, I need to see that one more time.
Oh,
The jizz.
oh, it's beautiful. Oh, I love junior high. Oh, and this is when we did this too. We found the contraband.
Of Chupa Chups.
Long live Chupa Chups. Dude, we were insane in junior high. I didn't realize.
Oh,
All the
dude,
shit
I
we
was
went down.
far from that. The most boring asshole there.
No.
I was. You didn't know me.
I mean,
You didn't know me the way that you know me now.
yeah, I knew you from being in the show and from being in my art class in 7th grade.
Oh, we were.
I remember seeing you.
Fuck that art class, dude. Fucking fuck that art class.
Fucking fuck that art class. Yeah, I remember that shit. Oh, good lord. Oh wait.
She kept comparing me to my goddamn sister. I'm
Yeah,
like,
she compared me to my sister. It sucked.
I'm like, I'm not my
Yeah,
sister,
I'm like, I'm not
bitch.
nearly as good as my sister. I'm doing this
I'm
for
like,
art
I'm not
credit.
an artist. Yeah. I'm like,
Yeah.
Here we go.
oh, it's gonna get boned. This is just anticlimactic.
It's not that hard.
Alright, I think this is through Google Photos I'm sending it to you.
Google photo. What is it? The goodbye Mayo and banana?
Yeah,
Or-
it's both.
Oh, both
It's
of them.
both bus vids.
Oh, okay, great. No, I can edit them in. I might have to like
That was close.
censor and blur faces and names and stuff, but like.
Oh yeah, that one.
No, that'll be okay.
There's some
Or-
incriminating. I mean, you don't have to. There's some incriminating evidence in these, I guess,
well, the fact that you.
or that we're just in them. But I mean, you can have me in there.
Well,
but-
that's not illegal. Putting stuff, a banana under a.
No,
press
no, no,
wheel.
no, no. I'm saying the other people in the videos.
Oh no, I
But,
would
like-
I would include them in there.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. You can really. I don't really care either way.
I mean, that's the thing. We could,
I mean,
but
no one's
for
gonna see it,
anonymity's
but-
sake, I wouldn't.
I mean,
I would do
bit-
that.
Yeah. I mean, bitch ass. All these
Still thinking
freaking feeder moms keep putting me online in their videos, bitches. Keeps
That's
incriminating High School Musical evidence, bastards.
true. Wait, really?
Well, I mean, they'll post something
Are they
where
posting
I'm
High
in
School
it.
Musical? Yes.
Yeah, and I'm just like, you.
I was gonna
fucking
say
assholes.
I saw
I did not
a
consent.
rehearsal for Kyle's How to Succeed in Business Without Really Trying
God damn.
rehearsal. And they're doing Brotherhood of Man, and I'm like, why the hell is Kyle in Brotherhood of Man? He got fired
Yeah.
by that point, right? You
Yeah.
get fired at that point in the show,
posters.
or do you get fired at like the very end?
You'd better.
Because Kyle
I'm-
played Bud Frump.
Yeah, I'm in the very. I don't
If,
remember.
if anybody knows that musical,
They just wanted me in the big number.
yeah, Kyle's like the villain of the show.
Technically, yeah.
What was that about?
It was the first time and only time I played like the villain. The best role I ever played was the fucking leper.
Leper?
In Lucky Stiff, yeah.
Oh.
It was the greatest rehearsal because we spent the entire goddamn rehearsal doing the scene where I would come out, improv leper shit, and our good friend, the girl who played the lead,
Mhm.
could not laugh.
Are we talking about? I'm gonna censor this.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah. Yeah, but it was funny because I would come out, it would be like, start the scene and open the door. The girl we were talking about sitting on this man's lap, she was the one pushing the wheelchair.
Mhm.
And she would push me out, and I would be wearing leper's stuff, and I would just do something. And every would be new, and I made it new every single time, just so that we could have to redo it again, because our lovely drama teacher,
Oh, fuck him.
he was like, every time she laughed, he was like, we have to do it again, because you can't laugh, alright? You can't laugh in the
He
show.
was a destroyer of dreams and happiness. Literally, Kyle and I, throughout our entire high school drama careers, we were obviously the best two people in that class, but he refused to acknowledge us
Oh, yeah.
unless we like
We
kissed his ass and sucked his dick.
Yeah, oh.
I mean, we don't really have time to say. I'll just like give like a short
Oh,
version of it.
yeah, we can keep going.
Hugs and kisses, holding hands when night's alone. And in the fall.